How can there be more bugs? Well, there is. We've got so many bugs to go through. Our first bug is to do with Coco's Bonbon ability. As most of you are aware, Coco can only place 10 bonbons on the floor at a time. And this change happened in April 2025, so that was last Easter. As you can see, capped Coco Bonbon placements to 10 on the ground at the same time, and this change happened in 2025. As you can see, you can only place 10 bonbons on the floor. If you try and place more than 10 bonbons, a bonbon will disappear from the ground. However, this user said, I found a way for Coco to make infinity bonbons. Let's take a look. And as you can see, there are hundreds of bonbons on this floor, and you're probably wondering, how are there so many bonbons on the floor if the cap is at 10 bonbons? Well, the user said Bassi just needs to pick up the bonbons Coco places and drop them, and then Coco can have infinity bonbons. So the dev team are going to have to add in a new code that prevents Bassi from dropping too much of the same item to stop this bonbon spam. Our next problem is to do with Twisted Glisten. As you all know, when you are spotted by a Twisted, you get one basket. However, this user said, I don't have a recording, but you can get double baskets from Twisted Glisten, one basket by getting near him and one basket when getting aggro from him when enraged. So Twisted Glisten gives two baskets, one in his passive phase and one in his aggressive phase. I wonder if the dev team did that on purpose, or maybe it's a bug. Our next bug is to do with Twisteds being slowed around a particular area, especially main Twisteds. This user said, the tables on the Easter map slows down mains so much. Let's take a look. So Coco is kiting mains around the tables on the new Easter map, but it seems like the mains are being slowed when going around these particular tables by a lot. Now, it makes sense for Twisted Pebble to be a bit slower because we know that Twisted Pebble has been changed quite a lot recently, and this includes Twisted Pebble's speed now slows slightly when rounding sharp corners, and his hitbox shape was changed to increase friction in tight kiting scenarios. So that explains why Twisted Pebble's a bit slow around the table and chairs, but why is Twisted Bassi very slow? This user has encountered a similar problem. They said, is this a collision issue? She never got slower on other surfaces. Let's take a look. And as you can see, Twisted Bassi is very slow when being kited around the tables and chairs. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Maybe with Twisted Pebble, but not with other mains. Twisted Bassi is very slow when being kited around this table. Our next bug is to do with the medals. So there is a problem when you are trying to pin a medal. For example, if you wanted to pin this medal, the medal goes to the top. As you can see, Item Hunter is at the top, which is fine. But if you restart your Roblox, everything gets reset. However, what's interesting is if you pin a medal you have not completed, the uncompleted pinned medal will stay even after you restart Roblox, so that's super weird. Our next bug is super weird. It's about using stickers where you're not allowed to use stickers. This user said, I was the Bassi and I was able to send stickers during intermission by pressing Q. Let's take a look. So players are loading into the game to choose their toon and their trinkets, but this Bassi player is able to send stickers. And that's unusual because the toons technically don't exist anywhere, so how are they able to send stickers? I've never seen this happen before where a player is able to send stickers whilst the game is loading. Our next problem is to do with Ichor leaks. So many users have reported this problem, and if we take a closer look, as you can see on the left hand side, the Ichor leak GFX is incorrect. It looks misplaced. Another user had the same problem. Let's take a closer look. And as you can see on the left hand side, there is a straight line and the Ichor splatter effect is placed incorrectly. I've only seen bug reports of this happening on mobile devices. Our next bug is to do with Dandy's shop in the Garden View lobby. This user said, I pressed the gossip gossip button accidentally and then switched characters, and Dandy stayed in his gossip position. And it is true, when you listen to a gossip from Dandy and then switch tunes very quickly, Dandy will stay in his gossip animation. Our next bug is to do with the calendar Easter eggs that you get for free when logging in. This user said, okay, so this just happened, but when I claimed my reward for today, I clicked on it to claim it, then did click claim reward at the top, and it gave me double. And apparently this bug is happening to other users as well. This user replied saying that happened to me too. So it seems like some Dandy's World players are clicking the day to collect their Easter eggs and also clicking claim rewards at the top, and the game is giving them double rewards.